I mean, I do call this series The Sequence, right? The Sequence. What is going on, people? So a lot of people have requested this video, and I do apologize for delaying it, but I want to show you guys how to arrange a beat, a song in song mode using the MPC 1, Live, or X, because you can do it in the Live or X too, but I will be using the MPC 1 in this video. I know I'm going to go over a lot of stuff in this video, and it's not going to be a short one, but you will learn a lot as far as song arrangement goes and song mode. So just bear with me on that. Just be patient, watch the video, understand talking is necessary for instruction. So therefore you'll get it right. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for y'all support in these last couple of videos I've done. So before I begin this lesson, I know there will be professionals that will be upset and say I'm talking too much about stuff. So there will be a timestamp on the screen right now that you can go to and therefore understand song mode and be on about your merry way. So what I want to do is take a second to explain arrangements and how they work. So basically, when you have a song, it is arranged in different parts. So you have an intro, and then you have a verse part, and then you might have a pre-chorus part. It depends on how you want to arrange your song. And then you'll have a chorus/hook. So with that, we're going to take that principle and we're going to break down this track here. So I'm going to go ahead and play the track. Hey. So it is a 4-bar sequence right now. And I'll talk more about complex sequences in another video. But what I want to do here is establish something. So what I want to do is go to the sequence right here, and I'm going to press on this A button or whatever so I can bring up the trackpad and name this sequence. I'm going to name this intro. And when I name this intro, I'm going to keep this at a 4-bar loop for right now. Most intros, a good intro is about 2 bars, I believe, because you really want to get to the point. And then you want to get into the verse, or sometimes you might have the hook follow after the intro as well. But I'm not going to overcomplicate things. Hopefully I haven't. So now that we have that, what we're going to do now is hit this pencil sign and then bring up the rest of the features that you wouldn't see. And now you see the copy, sequence, bars, events, save current sequence. So what we're going to do is copy the sequence. So I'm going to hit the sequence sign here, and now you see intro, and it says copy this, which is the intro sequence for right now, and then into sequence number 2, which there's nothing on there. It says unused. And what we're going to do is rename this one to verse. So we're not going to do anything to the intro yet. Okay. So now you hit do it, and now hit do it again. And now you have the verse part. Now what you're going to do now is go right back in there, and we're going to select copy sequence again. The next thing we're going to do from here is go to the keyboard sign. I got it right that time. And then we're going to type in hook. I'm just going to use the slang. Instead of chorus, I'm going to use hook. Hook is slang for chorus. So now select do it. Select do it again. Now we have a hook part. Now, with that being explained, a hook is usually 8 bars. Now we're getting into the meat of the situation here. So I have a 4-bar intro, and we're going to make this verse part 16 bars. But in this case, it is a 67 BPM project. Most modern day hip hop right now, or modern day songs, are in 12 bars when you are at that particular BPM in single time. More about that in another video. So I'm going to go ahead and select 12 bars for my verse. Now I'm going to go over to the next one, which is the hook. I'm going to make that 8 bars. You're going to see why I'm doing this process in a second here. So I have the intro here. Let's play it. But I have too much going on, so I'm going to go ahead and go to track mute. So press track mute, and we're going to mute the drums, the hi-hats, the 808, and we're going to listen to that. So that sounds more like an intro. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and unmute the synth. So now we have that, and that's the intro. So if I was to go to the next sequence, guess what? Still everything is there. So you can actually use track mutes per sequence. So that's awesome, right? The next thing I'm gonna do here is I'm making a verse. So I might not have the 808s in there. I'm gonna just try not to have 808s in there. I'm gonna mute the first drums, even though I'm not using those. Let's hear that. Press play, start. Hey, hey, hey. So we have that part. Maybe I want something a little different out of my verse, but we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna keep it going. So now we have the hook, and here's the hook. All right, so that's how it's gonna sound grandiose when it gets to the chorus part. So forth. So intro, let's hear it. And the next part is the verse. And we're gonna stop, and then we're gonna hear the hook. Hey. All right, so now that we have that, it's awesome. So now we can go into song mode, and we're going to arrange this track here. So now you press the menu button, and next you'll select song. Boom. Now that we have that, we have our sequences up and going. You can see intro, verse, and hook right here. So now we're gonna press insert and insert the intro. The next thing you wanna do here is insert your verse part. So you're just gonna press insert and then select intro, which is gonna be there by default, and then go to verse. So now you have your verse in there. And then you go from the next part over here to your hook. And now you have your intro, verse, and hook, and I can play that. But what you want to do here is have another verse. So I'm going to go ahead and hit insert and then select it, and then go back to the verse, then hit insert, then select it, and select it over here, of course, and then have a hook part, and then go, I don't know, maybe you might want to exit out with another verse, or you could just exit out with your intro here. So I'm going to go ahead and select the hook part for the sixth part here, boom. And now I'm gonna select intro. And from here, that's when you can do a couple of things. You can do export, which will bring up all your exporting features. So you can export your song, or maybe I should go back out real quick. Now let's go ahead and play that. I'm not gonna play the whole entire thing. And then here comes your verse. Hey. And so forth. You have that. You can also choose how much you, if you want to repeat that particular part, you can have it repeat that particular part, but I'm cool with what I have so far. So now that we have the song all together here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna name the song. I'm just gonna make sure I name the song here. So I would type, I don't know, Traptendo, the vibes, have that ready for when I bounce it down in the next screen. Vibes, I'm just gonna say vibes real quick, boom. Bow. So I have that name. The name of the song is Vibes. So the next thing you can do is export. You can either export it as like your stereo track, like you would normally have it, or you can separate the programs as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do the master track here. And you can choose the format too. You can do WAV, AIFF, or MP3 and choose the bit rate. So I might do 320 because it's the highest bit rate. You can choose a higher sample rate as well. Nothing higher than 48 kilohertz, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose a WAV file, or WAV file. That's what I'm going to call from now on. Choose export. And then I'm going to export it to my card. I'm not going to put it on my internal hard drive. So I can just put in a folder. I can make a new folder for it. I'm going to call that AKAI Beats. Call it AKAI Beats. And then save my Traptendo device beat in there. Boom. And it's going to go through the process. Fast forward. Bloop, bloop. Now that the beat is done exporting, I can just go ahead and exit out of here. I can go right back into my browser here and check and see, you know, if the track is in my folder. I have the AKAI Beats folder right here. And I'm going to go into my AKAI Beats folder and then play it. Of course, I can turn the volume up a little bit. And it's right there. I'm going to let it play. play. So there are extra things that you can do with this, since I have it in song mode or whatnot, and I have everything arranged the way I want. You can also clear it if you don't like the way it's arranged, but you can also convert it into a sequence of its own. So what I'm going to do is, since the sequence 4 is unused, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And put that in that sequence here. So when I go to sequence number 4, you'll hear the whole entire song again. And that actually allows you to do a whole bunch of things here. You can also you can arrange a whole entire song and then add your track mutes live by recording them in or overdubbing the track mutes in. So tell me how you feel about this. Definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section of what I should cover next. There's a couple of things that I do want to cover, but the song mode is one of the things that I think is top priority, and that's the reason why I did this video. If some other things happen, like if I learn some more things about sequencing, I will definitely share another video, or call it advanced modes or advanced things, advanced tips, whatever, you know what I'm talking about.